Hello everyone, welcome to Fijian Investment Trader, known as Fijian Traders. This is your host, Mr. Singh. Aloha from Hawaii Islands. Folks, beautiful weather, beautiful people, beautiful food, enjoying it, having a blast. I hope you guys saw my short videos that I did posted on the channel, so enjoy it. I tried to do my webcam. Apparently, it's not working, so I'm going to try to figure it out this week what's going on with that before I fly out for Fiji Islands. But stay tuned. I will try to get corrected. But the biggest thing is NIO, ticker symbol, NIO. What are we doing? What's going on? And what a week we had, right? So, folks, before we talk on what's going on the technical side, we always want to talk about fundamentally. Fundamentally, well, investors are eagerly watching on performance of NIO and upcoming earnings. The company's upcoming EPS is projected negative 0.51 since significant steadiness compared to the same quarter previous year. Meanwhile, Zach Consus estimate the revenue project of net sales of $2.29 billion, down of 1.8% of year to go, right? And we know why, because operating expense is high. It takes a lot of time, a lot of materials, and components to make NIO. It's a little expensive, and we know what happened in China because of the inflation. Prices are up in states. The prices are up, right? Like interest rate, in America, either you buy a car or buy a house. It's the same interest rate, and so same as on everything. On domestic goods, everything is expensive. So everything is prices went up, and companies like NIO is having a difficulty to produce that, right? And that's one of the reasons they went out to Abu Dhabi, and a couple of investors came in and played their part in NIO, and they have a big backup from China government. So I'm not worried about it. This company is not going bankrupt. If they were about to go bankrupt, the first thing they have done is go on stock offering, which this NIO stock will be going into $3. Going through this article, and the key thing is any recent changes, analysis estimates in NIO should be noted by investors. The latest adjustment often minus shifts dramatic on the short-term business patterns. Hence, the positive alteration estimates significant analysis optimism regarding the company's business and profitability. So, what are we looking is NIO? We know NIO is growing, and it's gonna go growing at rapidly pace too. They are on the more focus of controlling the operating expense and operating cost at the same time, and hiring the two board of directors will help Mr. Lee William to operate that. One more update, still on the NIO, 25,751 shares. I'm up a little bit, 5.6%. My goal is to have at least 50,000 shares. Yes, folks, my plan is to add 50,000 NIO shares. Pretty much also on my Tesla up to 500, and increasing on 20,000 on plug. Out of the three on these ones that I'm very looking on in the next 2 weeks, how I'm gonna add those shares on that. So I have my plan, and my target price is NIO is over $50. That it is gonna be, and I have seen it. I have traded NIO many times as a long term, as a short term. Took some loss, took some profit gains, as I mentioned in my previous video. And I'm very fond of NIO at all the times. So one of my favorite stocks for the long term, and even for day trades as well. Let's talk on the technical side, because that's a movement happened on the Friday, which was really good. That kind of had this crazy uptrend that we see all the way $6.34. I got a notification because I did put the $6.30 on my phone, and I was quickly looked at it. I was like, okay, cool, and sure enough, it came back to $6.09 and kind of dug down because people. And why it did that, right? And we'll kind of talk about it, because people bought in the early week at $5.65, making higher highs, higher lows, and people, swing traders, they usually do that and lock some profit. And clearly, you can see on my pink line, which is my 200-day EMA, was acting as a support and still acting as a support. A couple things before I talk on the technical side, folks. The order flow, right? Order flow is very important to see how's the movement. And on Friday, it was really great to see that. We did have a dip off, but we had people kind of stepped in. But past like Valentine Day and day after Valentine, people were selling the shares. So they can have money to go celebrate with their spouses. I'm just kidding. I'm just making it up. But it is what they were, there's 2 days were notorious for the fast 5 days on that. Also, on the high. We are not, $21 is the target right now for the NIO. Like I said, is the $50 because it's all going to change. Still a 33 analysis of buy, not a strong buy, but you can see a lot of 33.36 is hold, right? Because we want to see how NIO goes, right? Some investor analysts are still thinking NIO is not in the breakout point or a downtrend, so it's trading sideways. Yes, NIO is trading sideways. Well, and I'm keep mentioning it. Why NIO is trading sideways? Because, on my six, and I'll tell you right here on 3 months, you can clearly see that, because it's a squeeze coming, right? And what's the squeeze, right? You can see the blue line, which is my 50-day, 60-day EMA, and my pink line, it is my 200-day EMA, right over here. And both of them, it's coming to a major point, right? Once it's a major, because this blue line is gaining momentum and it's trending sideways, and it's about to have this squeeze right up here. The pink line is sitting right here. It's sitting, and I'll tell you where its price is sitting at, $6.19, right? And this one is sitting at $6. So that's a 19 cents gap in a 3-month chart, absolutely right here, and which is gonna have the crazy on that. And that's why I still have my $6.65 as one of the resistance to break, because of the confirmation. MACD still with, like I said, we did have the sell-off, but it's not a lot of sell-off, right? RSI is sitting at 53.50 right over here, and we have a lot of room still, guess left to go run all the way. We're coming back to right here, and why I am saying it is a confirmation, right? Why I am saying that $6.65, I'm so adamant about it, because look at right now, even the pink line, it is sitting right just a $6.69, which is there. It is $6.59. It is currently sitting as a resistance for the next one, but we still made a kind of uptrend on all the way bottom from $5. Look at that, from $5 all the way up here, which we finished on Friday, is $6.14 up here. MACD still volume predicts price, but we are not seeing the volume we would love to see on that. A lot of sellers, short sellers were making profit off it, and we're pushing the price down throughout the week we had, but we maintained it. The buyers maintained it and kept it as a neutral. You can clearly see that we've been trading in between this range for $6 and the low of $5.79, in between those two ranges. So it's trading sideways, creating higher highs, lows, and then pull it back. But RSI still have a lot of room to left, and that is the thing. You can see that we need to have this crossover, right? And it is coming to an end right here very soon, end of this month, before the earnings, where you see a lift off. I won't be surprised the earnings comes in and we sitting this stock over $9, and coming with and what's the next development and next growth for NIO coming through. We know they have two investors, big manufacturing companies for the battery swap station in China, and also in the Europe companies, they are doing it. Year to date, before I let you guys go, because my Mai Tai is waiting, I'm supposed to have a dinner too, so I'm about to go jump in on that, and I'm excited. Before I let you guys go, I want to make sure that what are we keep looking at it, and $8 is still sitting here. $8.77 is the next resistance sitting on top, right? We still have the momentum of an year to date. It's still seeing green. See, the green bars are going bigger, and it's creating that momentum up. RSI is still pointing up, and I'm still amendment. It is an uptrend breakout is coming through. So I'm not saying it because amount of shares that I have invested. It is all about on technical side and the fundamentals in terms, and also the earnings coming up with NIO. So it is a very important couple of weeks we have right now to see how NIO is going to be acting up, right? Because it has a lot of momentum, a lot of gas in terms of breaking out on NIO's profitability, right? And we'll see. NIO is going to make profit, but it's going to be less than what is going to be that. Everybody knows about that, so it's not a shocker news. The shocker news is that if it drops lower than that, and the company doesn't give us the more development and more growth plan down for the rest of the 2024 and 2025, because that is gonna set a tone of NIO, right? But overall, China is recovering too well. Stock markets are improving. EV sectors are moving it slowly into green. So you can see Tesla, Xpeng, they're kind of making their ways. Even Tesla was sitting at $205. Now came back. I closed at $199.95 on Friday. But EV sectors are shifting. It's shift on that. Don't worry about folks. Just relax, enjoy, because that's all we can do. And getting fundamental on that. I know if some of you guys are sitting at $50, $20, not even $9, it's okay. You will be getting it very soon to up to $9. And I've traded it many times. I've understand it, and this is the time to add a little more shares on that. Not promoting, not a final advisor, just is giving my thought process on that. Hey folks, before I let you guys go, thank you for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button. But don't forget to watch my short videos, what I'm doing in Kona. But if you have a question for Kona, do ask me. And if I'm going next to Fiji Islands, and definitely I'm going to show a lot of things around over there. That's back home. That's my place. So I'm going to definitely share with you guys. Folks, thank you very much for watching it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the 3-day weekend. And I know market is closed on Monday, so I will definitely do the video before I fly out to Fiji. And stay tuned. Thank you.